Hello, innovators, dreamers, and fellow travelers on this incredible journey called life. You know, people often ask me, Elon, how do you do it? How do you keep pushing the boundaries, facing down seemingly insurmountable challenges? And my answer is always the same. It is not about being fearless. It is about understanding the future you want to create and then relentlessly working towards it. From a young age, I was not just dreaming of a better world. I was obsessing over it. The big questions: how do we accelerate humanity's progress? How do we ensure a future where we are not just surviving, but thriving? These questions fueled me, even when others thought my ideas were, well, let's just say, unconventional. Today, I want to share with you not just my story, but the mindset that has driven every single one of my ventures. And I want to challenge you right here, right now, to start thinking about the future you want to build. Let's rewind a bit. Growing up in South Africa, I was a voracious reader. Books were my escape, my university, my portal to understanding how the world worked, and more importantly, how it could work. I remember devouring everything from sci-fi to encyclopedias, and what struck me even then was this: if you can imagine it, you can probably build it. The only real limits are the ones we place on ourselves. But imagination alone is not enough. It is the spark, but execution is the engine. My first real venture, Zip2, back in the mid-90s, was a simple idea: an online city guide. Sounds quaint now, right? But back then, the internet was still the Wild West. Most people did not even have internet access. It was a grind. Long hours, sleeping under my desk, showering at a YMCA. But every single line of code, every single sales call was a step towards proving that the internet was not just a fad. It was the future. Question for the audience. Have you ever had an idea that everyone else thought was crazy, but you just knew it had potential? Tell me about it in the comments below. What was your Zip2 moment?
After Zip2 came PayPal. Now that was a whole different beast.
We were not just building a product, we were revolutionizing how people thought about money. The traditional banking system was slow, inefficient, and frankly archaic. We envisioned a world where money could move as freely and instantly as information. This was a battle, a real David and Goliath scenario against established financial institutions. There were countless moments where it felt like we were hitting a wall. Regulatory hurdles, technical challenges, internal disagreements. But the vision was too compelling to give up. We believed that if we made transactions easier, safer, and more accessible, we would empower millions. And we did. Selling PayPal was a turning point. Suddenly, I had capital, but more importantly, I had a deeper understanding of what it takes to disrupt an industry. I could have retired to a beach somewhere, sipped margaritas, but that is just not how my brain works. The existential questions were still burning. Why electric cars? Why rockets to Mars? Why connect our brains to computers? These are not random ventures. They are all interconnected, driven by a singular overarching goal: to ensure the long-term survival and prosperity of consciousness. Let us talk about Tesla. When I invested in Tesla, electric cars were seen as golf carts, slow, ugly, and with terrible range. The automotive industry was entrenched in gasoline. Everyone said it could not be done. The batteries were too expensive, the infrastructure did not exist, consumers would not buy them. But I saw a path where sustainable energy was not just an alternative. It was the only future. We had to build cars that were not just electric, but better than gasoline cars in every way. Faster, safer, more technologically advanced. We did not just want to make electric cars, we wanted to make desirable electric cars. We faced bankruptcy multiple times. The financial crisis of 2008 almost wiped us out. I poured every last dollar I had into keeping both Tesla and SpaceX alive. There were days when I seriously wondered if I had made the biggest mistake of my life. The stress was immense, but giving up was not an option, because the mission was too important. Question for the audience: what is a cause or a mission you believe in so strongly that you would sacrifice everything for it? Share your passion in the comments. And then there is SpaceX. From the outset, the goal was audacious: make humanity a multi-planetary species. Why? Because relying on a single planet, no matter how beautiful, is a precarious existence. A catastrophic event, an asteroid impact, a supervolcano, even a global pandemic could wipe us out. Spreading consciousness across the cosmos is the ultimate insurance policy. When I started SpaceX, the established aerospace industry laughed. They said I was naive, that I did not understand the complexities of rocket science, and to be fair, they were partly right. I did not have a background in aerospace engineering, but I had a team of brilliant, dedicated people and a refusal to accept impossible as an answer. We had spectacular failures, rockets exploding on the launch pad, Billions of dollars literally going up in smoke. Each failure was a punch to the gut. But each failure also provided invaluable data, crucial lessons. We did not see them as setbacks. We saw them as expensive learning opportunities, and we iterated, we improved, we persevered. And now look where we are. Reusable rockets, drastically reduced launch costs, a path to Mars that is becoming increasingly tangible. We are not just launching satellites, we are launching the hopes and dreams of a multi-planetary future. So what is the secret sauce? It is not magic. It is a combination of principles that I have tried to embody and that I believe anyone can cultivate. First principles thinking. Do not reason by analogy. Do not just do what everyone else is doing. Break down a problem to its fundamental truths. What are the absolute undeniable facts? And then build your solution from there. Second, embrace failure as a learning tool. This is crucial. If you are not failing, you are not innovating hard enough. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone to success. Learn from it, adapt, and move forward. Do not let the fear of failure paralyze you. Third, work ethic is non-negotiable. There is no substitute for hard work. If others are working 40 hours a week and you are working 80, you will achieve in 6 months what they achieve in a year. It is simple math, but it is not just about hours. It is about intensity and focus. Make every hour count. Fourth, always be iterating. The perfect solution does not exist on day one. It is a continuous process of refinement, testing, and improvement. Do not get bogged down trying to make something perfect before launch. Get it out there, get feedback, and make it better. Fifth, attract great talent. You cannot do it alone. Surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, more passionate than you, and who believe in the mission as deeply as you do. Empower them, trust them, and challenge them. These principles are not just for building rockets or electric cars. They are for building anything you care about, your career, your relationships, your personal growth. Question for the audience, which of these principles resonates most with you, and how do you plan to apply it in your own life? Let me know. We are living in an era of unprecedented technological advancement. Artificial intelligence, sustainable energy, space exploration, brain-machine interfaces, these are not just buzzwords. They are the building blocks of our future, and you have a role to play in shaping that future. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for someone else to solve the big problems. The world needs your ideas, your energy, your ingenuity. What are the problems that keep you up at night? What are the injustices you want to correct? What are the dreams you want to bring to life? It won't be easy. There will be critics. There will be setbacks. There will be moments of doubt. But remember the words of Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. So as you go about your day, I want you to ask yourself, am I being a consumer of the future or a creator of it? Am I letting fear hold me back, or am I embracing the challenge? The future is not something that just happens to us. It is something we build brick by arduous brick, line of code by challenging line of code, rocket launch by daring rocket launch, and I believe in you. I believe in humanity's potential to solve even the most daunting problems, so go forth. Innovate, build, dream bigger than anyone thinks possible. And never, ever give up on creating the future you believe in. Because the future of humanity, well, that is up to all of us.